Welcome to the 10 by 20 Killers. You'll be doing 10 exercises 20 times each. Our first exercise in the 10 by 20 Killers is what's called the spider plank. This is a great move to strengthen our anterior core. What you'll notice is that we are in a neutral position, taking each knee and tapping the same side elbow. This is a great move for the rectus abdominis and the sartorius. You'll also notice that my shoulders stay over my elbows. That's very important. In this move, if your feet start to slide back, it's because your shoulders are behind your elbows. Enjoy. Our next exercise, number 2 on the list of the 10 by 20 Killers, is the push-up. What you'll notice about the push-up is it is actually a moving plank, so it's very important that we stabilize our core through the whole exercise. The other great thing about this move is the fact that it works all the muscles in the upper body. You'll notice that the back is straight, shoulders are over hands, the athlete is going down to 90 degrees at the elbow, and the feet are not slipping back. You'll know that you are doing the exercise incorrectly if your feet slip back because the shoulders are behind the hands. Keep the head in a neutral position. Our next exercise is a variation of a sit-up. It's called the double tap. It gets its name from the fact that the feet are tapping on the way in and tapping on the way out. You'll also notice the hands are attached to the clavicle, elbows are touching knees, and the lower back is touching the ground in between each repetition. This is a great exercise for strengthening our anterior core. Rectus abdominis and our sartorius are the major movers in this exercise. Enjoy. Next we have the full squat. On the full squat, you'll notice that my feet are pointed straight ahead in a nice neutral position. My knees track over my toes. I'm dropping my hips below the knee. I can use my hands out in front for stabilization. But this being able to do a full squat with the feet shoulder width apart is a very important move for all people to be able to do. Our next movement is what I'm calling the spinator, because what we are doing is focusing on the spinator and some of the other muscles in the posterior chain as well. We're also working the rhomboids and the trapezius. You'll notice that my elbows are out. They are coming up as I lift my upper body off the mat. Also, my legs are coming up, lifting them off the ground, creating a nice contraction in that posterior chain. And here it is, the crux of the 10 by 20 Killers, the burpee. You notice the burpee is a total body movement. Both feet are shooting out at the same time. Both feet are shooting in at the same time. I'm bending the elbows to 90 degrees, maintaining a neutral spine, keeping the hips and shoulders at the same height, and I'm jumping off the ground at the end. This will definitely get that heart rate into the stratosphere. Okay, time for a little break from those difficult burpees into what we're calling the V-up. You'll notice with the V-up I'm balanced on my gluteus maximus, my feet do not touch the ground. I am moving like a jackknife. There, the name, V-up. We want a nice, even movement of both the legs and the upper body. Great work for the rectus abdominis and the abdominal obliques. Next, we have the split lunge. One of the major keys to the split lunge is keeping the knee tracking over the toe. Also, not allowing that knee to extend beyond the toe. Either of these mistakes will put undue stress on the knee joint. Take a large step back, drop down until you reach a 90-degree position behind the front knee. Keep your hands on your hips, stay in a neutral vertical position with the spine. Well, we're getting close. On to the rotating push-up. Rotating push-up, just like the regular push-up, has a couple of similar points we need to keep in mind. We need to make sure that our shoulders remain over our hands. We need to make sure that our elbows bend to 90 degrees. As we rotate, we need to get the upper shoulder in line vertically over the bottom shoulder, and we need to keep our hips up in the up position. That's what engages the obliques and makes this exercise different from a regular push-up. Another key point is that we don't want the bottom of our feet to touch the ground. I should be able to see the soles of your feet. Just very quickly, here is the rotating push-up from the side. Key points, hips up, bottom of the feet, not touching the ground. And our last exercise, the 60-second minute to win it. This is the key to completing the killers, being able to jump rope without any mistakes for 1 minute straight. That comes out to about 120 jumps at the pace that I'm going at right here. What you'll notice is that I'm only jumping off the ground high enough for the rope to fit underneath my feet. My elbows are in, which relaxes my shoulders. I'm spinning the rope from my wrists. This is the form you want to use. Something I've known that has helped me be able to focus not on the time is to actually count my jumps. Give it a try. Best of luck. We are done.